Welcome to the show, Search and Destroy.
Easy, what's happening, Russ?
Yes, man, everything blessed. But who's searching and who's destroying, first of all?
That's the both of us. Like, we're not. One of us isn't search, one of us isn't destroy. It's just a collective thing.
So it's a collective thing. So do you mind if I call you Search?
Call me Lohan and Pryor.
Lohan and Pryor. Okay, let me get that one from early. Lohan and Pryor in the building. And on my right hand side, we have the Mr. Quiet Storm himself. What's happening, brother?
Look, what's going on, mate? You alright?
Welcome to the show. Okay, so gentlemen, man, I mean, Search and Destroy, I've definitely been representing your sound. Like the tune Cave Dweller.
Yeah, mate.
That's my favourite. That's what's been going on. But, Pryor, everyone's talking about the garage scene right now, you know, and the grime scene, but, what is garage or grime as you guys see it in terms of instrumental music? Pryor?
I see it as a collective of loads of different sounds from loads of people from different backgrounds, people with different influences, just doing their own thing, really, just pushing their own sound. It's coming from, like, there's loads of different angles to it, and like, we haven't got a name for what we're doing. We're influenced from drum and bass and jungle. Other people were influenced from the old garage days, like.
So, Lohan, you don't think it just simply comes under UK garage? Is it a new thing you're
not
creating?
anymore. It's evolved so far now that it is split off into so many subgenres, but it's really hard to put a tag onto it, you know what I mean? Obviously, you've got the vocal stuff, you've got the more grimy instrumental stuff, the more breaky stuff. There's so many different sounds, it's really hard to put a name to it. And I don't think garage really caters for it anymore. Because I mean, a lot of people call what we do break step, or breakbeat, or dubstep, or grime. It is kind of in between all of those, but I don't think it's got a particular name that does it justice.
It's got too much diversity at the moment, exactly. So be calling it a certain name.
All right.
So everyone just puts it under garage.
Right, so if you had to choose a name for it, what would you call it?
We don't know, it's just our sound.
It's just your sound.
Yeah.
All right, I like the one. And what's your take on it, Mr. Storm?
I just think it's, I mean, it comes from, like they say, it comes from all different genres and that, but, I mean, it boils down to, a lot of the music just come from garage. Do you know what I mean? It just broke off and got darker and darker, and everything went their separate ways, and it went like grime with the MCs, and it went people trying to label it dubstep, breakstep. But at the end of the day, it's just underground music, man. Everyone's just doing their thing, and no one can really pigeonhole it, which is a good thing, because it don't get too stale and too cheesy. Do you know what I mean? It's so raw and fresh. That's why people want to jump on it, because it's so fresh. No one can really call it anything, which is a good thing, man.
All right, I can appreciate why. Yeah, people
I know
want to
you've
get into
dabbled in a few beats on Soldier.
Yeah, I've been a breakbeat head. I've been a breakbeat head for a long time still, you know what I mean? But it did sound kind of different then, you know, which was like 2-3 years ago when Man and Man was actively involved. I haven't put out a record in ages.
Come on, you done on Soldier.
Yeah, but I got enough tunes on my MPC sitting there, man. I just need to just get back on it, you know what I mean? But what kind of like differentiates your sound and what you do from everything else, Lohan?
How do you mean? Sorry, what shakes it?
Yeah, when you're putting it together, your kind of beats. Why would your particular tune not just be an obvious garage tune?
It's tough because the sounds we're using aren't very particular. Typically garage, you know, it's very hard edged music. It's very bass driven, like distorted basses and stuff like that. It's got the syncopated beats and stuff from garage, which obviously it does stem from that.
It's got a swing on it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of swing on it. Also, I think it's got like a lot of elements from drum and bass, from breakbeat as well, but it's kind of all put into the cauldron and mixed up into
big jungle vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's more like heavy tunes for the dance floor kind of thing, you know.
Okay, so have you kind of like got issues with MCing type garage, which is going on right now?
It's not issues at all. Yeah, everyone's doing their own thing, and much respect to the boys doing their grime and MC thing. It's their prerogative, but end of the day, that's all about the MCs. If you hear the tune, it's made for an MC. Right, our stuff is made just instrumental. You can dance to an instrumental tune. If you hear some of the MC stuff, you can dance to it, but you need the MC to hype it up. But this music, you don't, man. You know what I mean?
All right. So where are some of the places that you can go out and hear this sound?
Forward,
down
yeah,
Plastic
definitely.
People.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
When does that happen?
That happens the first Thursday of every month, and every 2 Thursdays, like every other Thursday.
Okay.
After that,
You got DMZ as well down at Brixton, which is a big night happening down there. That's a big night going on. There's new nights jumping up everywhere now.
Right.
It's just trying to push the sounds, because it's end of the day, it's new to everyone, because the music that everyone's like Search and Destroy especially is so futuristic. Some people are not really ready for it yet.
Okay.
But it's getting there where people are listening to it and it's so fresh and raw that they're just picking up on it, which is a good thing, man.
So both those styles those club nights you just mentioned, the London club nights. Is it a UK wide thing? Is it evolving? Where else is it
it's
happening
worldwide,
around?
man. I mean, when we do our radio slot and that, we got listeners from New York, Denmark, all over the gaff, from everywhere, man. It's a worldwide thing. It started off in London and that, but it's just spreading. The virus is spreading, isn't it?
Definitely.
Slowly
Evolving out there.
Yeah.
All right, it's One Music with Russ Kwame on Radio 1. We've got Search and Destroy in the place, and also Quiet Storm representing a brand new style, which is kind of like, it seems to be nameless at the moment.
It's a good thing.
But, all right, let's say people, we're going to get you in the mix in a moment to just demonstrate the sound, but how would you describe it, actually? If someone was tuning in, never heard this sound, never was going to hear a record, how would you break it down, Prior?
The future.
Yeah.
Raw, it's just raw bass beats,
The
breaks,
evolution of
blitz,
underground
everything,
music, man.
man.
That's
yeah.
it.
All right, well,
It's UK, man.
I can't wait to hear this. I dabble in it myself because I pick up a few tunes that I really like, you know what I mean? But I really want to hear this and see how you're going to take me in depth, you know what I mean? And
we
then,
see you supporting the sound as well, man. So that's
yeah,
good.
man, I'm definitely trying to represent that because I
Big
think it's new flavor and I'm all about that still.
That's it, man.
So it's time to get you onto the turntables to do your thing and do a little mix, and then we'll talk about your new label, Pitch Control.
Pitch
No
Black.
doubt.
Pitch black.
Pitch Black? Okay, I stand corrected.
Russ, man.
Yes, man. I'm working, man. But you know, some of us, we don't really worry about the label. We just want to see the thing,
Nah, that's it,
hold it, and that's it. That's what we're dealing with. So, guys, if you want to step around here and jump on the turntables, let's do this, man. It's One Music with Russ Kwame. Search and Destroy, Quiet Storm in the place. We're about to beat down some mixing right now. Brand new style and fashion.
Introducing Search and Destroy and the Quiet Storm. Introducing the sound of the future. Introducing the Quiet Storm. Introducing Search and Destroy. Introducing burning with the fires of war. The angels fell.
Because somebody's definitely breaking the fucking reality rules, okay? outside your little box.
That's what's up. Live and direct in the mix on Radio 1 right now. Search and Destroy, Quiet Storm. I want you to listen keenly to this sound.
What kind of voodoo do you do? Voodoo. What kind of voodoo? What kind of voodoo? What kind of voodoo? Voodoo. What kind of voodoo? What kind of voodoo? What kind of voodoo?
Wednesday nights, 11 to 1. It's One Music with Kwama.
Okay. All right. Temperature's gone up 10 notches in the studio. Jackets are off. T-shirts are on. Hardcore T-shirts might be coming off, man, because people are dripping with sweat in the studio. It's One Music with Kwama on Radio 1. We got Search and Destroy and Quiet Storm in the place. You just heard a heavyweight mix, gentlemen. Big up yourself. Yeah. Well done, guys. So, that's the revelation of the sound, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Loving this style and fashion. And we're getting some really good feedback on the 81199 on the texts. Big shout out to Chris in Leicester, who says, he's basically pointing out your techno influences in what you do, man. I really like it, guys. So, Prior, tell us some of the tracks you've played in that.
Cool, we had tracks, Wastegate from us, Search and Destroy, Corridors from Vexed. What else did we play? Espionage.
Toasty Boy bits as well.
Take Me, Dubchild, Loafer, all over the board.
Tracks from Elwiz, yeah, we tried to represent Slaughter Mob, the whole crew, really.
Okay, so is this like all unreleased material?
Do you know what? 6 months ago I would have said, yeah, most of this is unreleased, but there's so many labels popping up that most of these are coming out on labels. We got tracks from Stormin Productions, Planet Mew, Destructive, Pitch Black, Combat Wax, all on there.
So a lot of people are coming on board to pick up the sound.
Definitely, mate.
Is that a sign of something about to explode?
Yeah,
I
reckon so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's tidy, man. But you got your own label situation yourself, of course, which is the Pitch Black label.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Basically, that's going to be pushing our sound, our version of garage, what we think, what we're feeling, basically. A more techie drum and bass influenced garage. It's electro, with electro influences. Pushing artists like Vexed, Flatline, Scarecrow, people like that, really.
Okay. That's interesting. And when does the label launch? Is it kicked off already?
Well,
or?
there was a launch album called the Our Sound LP.
Right, that's in stores now, yeah?
Yeah, that came out on Monday. And that's a launch album for 2 labels, which is Destructive and Pitch Black. So you've kind of got a taster of Pitch Black on the Our Sound EP. About 4 tracks we're representing for that.
All right, guys. Anyway, you get enough response on that one. Big shout out to the 824 who is loving this new flavour and reckons it's definitely going to catch on, especially in the southeast where they live. Don't know whether it's he or she, but greetings anyway. And they want to know when the album is available. I don't know if they're referring to the album of the tunes that you've just played, which are obviously future cuts and stuff that are not out there yet, but the Our Sound album is out now, yeah?
Yeah, that was that 23rd of May.
On Destructive Records.
Yeah.
Where can people get information about yourself, Storm?
We got websites in process right now. We're just a bit skint. I have to get them up and running. Get the record sales and all that. No, but we're gonna.
No, about six weeks, I'd say.
Yeah.
www.destructiveuk.com should be up. Fingers crossed.
And things should be happening.
And storming.com, by the way.
All right, storming.com. That's for squanning. So you know what? I got a suggestion from 579 who says, "Why don't you guys call the music Cauldron music?
Cauldron.
Mixed up."
Do you know what?
Someone trying to be proper perky with it.
It is probably mixed up, but that's a good thing.
Definitely.
All right. Well, you got some goodies to give away
Yep.
and ting.
All the basically we got all the releases of Storm Productions. We've got Storm number 1, which is Search and Destroy. Number 2, which is Dubchild, and number 3, which is out now, the Toasty Boy, Too Hot and Guesswork. So that's a competition.
Somebody wants to win something.
You wanna
Get
win
yourself some 12 inches of this brand new flavour that's going around. The guys might even be generous and stick in a CD as well. You know what I mean?
And we'll chuck
Lou
it.
in the studio definitely wants one. Hit.
We put the R sound in there as well, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's set a little competition and see how it rolls. What do you suggest, guys?
How about, what's the best name for this music? Someone come up with a name for this music. Who we've been playing for the last half hour.
The
Alright.
most interesting.
Something original as well.
Weird, yeah.
Something different. We want to hear something really off the board, but it describes it really well.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you just heard Search and Destroy and Quiet Storm in the mix representing this new sound. So from what you've heard, what would you call it in the immortal words of Wiley? What do you call it, man? We want to know by text at 81199. That's for squanning. Search and Destroy in the building. Big up yourself, gentlemen. Thank you very much for
Big
coming
up
in and
yourself.
representing.
That's all right.
Know what I mean? It's all about the 81199. Describe the music. Give us a viable name for it. And the guys will hit you off with some brand new releases that they've got on them right now.
Russ, can I just say, no one please say text in and say 2-step. There's no baby cake business up in there.
No baby cake business, Agua. All right. The man said no 2 steps, so we're dead in that one right there. It's 81199 if you want to get your hands on these goodies. If you want to email us up, it's onemusic@bbc.co.uk. We're looking for a name that describes the sound. And also, if you like that sound that you just heard, then check out my boys Jada Flex, also Cameo and Richie Vibe V on One Extra. That's bbc.co.uk/One Extra. They definitely represent. Also, Mary Ann Hobbs and the Breeze Block crew have been repping this sound for a long time now. You can check out her show and listen again at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. They've also got mixes from the likes of the Digital Mystics, Slaughter Mob, Roll Deep, and loads of others. It's One Music with Russ Kwame on Radio 1. Search and Destroy in the building, about to shoot out. So if you want to get your hands on their goodies, you need to rep your thing now. I'm going to take it back to hip hop and back to the road one more time.